Hi guys, Arcadia YT back, and I just want to say I'm sorry for the inactive posting, and I just want to tell you that I'll be posting a lot more and not being sloppy. Now we are going to be talking about the arcane order and what's its purpose for the rise of the Titans. As guys, in one of the parts it says it will show like a huge hand. I'll put the clip on right now.
Thanks to you, we have the Genesis seals. Summoning.
So guys, as you can see, that means something. They need the Genesis seals to summon a creature or something. So the only responsible and acceptable answer for that is the rise of the Titans. The Titans. It makes sense that it's the Titans. Because, as you see, there was a huge hand, and to my eyes, it looked like a sword beside the hand. So I'm guessing that the Titans came before, like Greek mythology. The Titans came before the gods, but Skrell, Belrock, and Nari are demigods. So what does that leave us here? But that means maybe the Titans were the actual first, and now Skrell, Belrock, and Nari are the seconds down in line. And another prediction for the Rise of the Titans movie. I think that either King Arthur or the Green Knight might be resurrected. He did show to be effective in the last show, and they could really use him on the team. He's like their leader, kind of, but not really, because they created him. But if they didn't create him, he would be the leader, because he's really strong. He's unaffected and basically impossible to defeat because he's immune to magic. So that means if you basically can't win the other side. They made a bunch of multiple people out of him. They would destroy them. But I'm happy for Deuce, and who knows? I really hope that Jim wields Excalibur. It makes so much sense. They start with the main character and they end with the main character. Jim, he needs to be the main character. We didn't get to see lots of him in the Wizard Tales of Arcadia last show. We only got to see him not a decent amount. And there was no special moments for him, really, except for the ending. I really just, I hope it's not Steve. Steve, he can't be a main character. He's not, his character doesn't fit the role to wield Excalibur, such a powerful and sacred weapon that is to be cared for with responsibility. Because, come on, you can't. Jim has shown time and time again that he's responsible enough to any task or problem he's put to the table and people has asked him to do, he's defended it with his honor and succeeded almost every time. So I hope Jim is the main character. Maybe Claire is the second main character. We get to see more of their relationship, romance. I hope Merlin comes back. He was a good character. He was a much better character in the last show, Wizard Tales of Arcadia, than the Troll Hunters. That show really showed about his true self, his true emotional feelings. He's a nice and general, just careful person for some people. But when it comes to other people that he doesn't like, he's very mean and hatred when it comes to villains. But I get it, because they've destroyed almost everything to him, and now he's just trying to take back what was his, give back to the world. But guys, that will be insane if might not even watch the movie if Steve becomes the main character. This doesn't make sense for him to be the main character at all. And yeah. And Belrock, I don't really like Belrock as much. She's just acts like she's the leader and everything. And she seemed fine at the end, but Skrell, we did not see him at the end in the leading part to Rise of the Titans, the ending scene. I'm wondering why we didn't see him. Maybe he was on a different building, but that doesn't make sense because they're always together. So maybe he got affected by the blast that hit when Ducey and Belrock hit each other. Ducey, Belrock, and Skrell had the fire blast. I'll show you guys right now. I'll show the clip.